Hello, Brooke Goldstein. Here we are. I'm in Israel. You're in New York. Brooke Goldstein from the Lawfare Project, doing very, very important work in exposing the hypocrisy of the media and dealing with radical Islam, dealing with terrorism, dealing with Israel. Thank you so much, Brooke. I contacted you today because I actually wanted to ask you a question. My business is a media business based here in Israel. We basically have a website called IsraelVideoNetwork.com. Tens of thousands of videos, over 200,000 video views a day, and one of the purposes of the website is to promote videos to people that show the truth of what's happening in the world with terrorism, with radical Islam, with Israel, the hypocrisy of Western media and journalism, and dealing with Israel. We also have Google advertisements on the site that add income to our business. There are many people who do not like what we're doing and try to take us down because we're exposing the truth, exposing what Muslims are really saying, what they're really doing. We just recently received a letter, an email from Google saying that we have one specific video which is very interesting. It's a comedic video with Robin Williams talking about jihad. I think you had a chance to see it, did you?
Yeah, it's hysterical. It's brilliant.
Yeah, Robin Williams, late Robin Williams, the brilliant Robin Williams, does a better job than anyone in showing the hypocrisy and how the world is dealing with the radical Islam and jihadism, that what they're really about, and going after the infidels. Fabulous comedy, yet Google contacted us threatening to take down their Google ads from our website if we don't take that and other like-minded videos down from our site because they promote violence. I would love to hear advice from you. Brooke, what do I do? I can't fight Google. We're a small little company. We're just 14 employees sitting here in Jerusalem. What can we do to bring up this hypocrisy and whitewashing that now it looks like even Google's involved in?
Well, first of all, this Robin Williams video, and I encourage everyone to see it, is hosted on YouTube. So YouTube and Google are themselves promoting this video, and merely because you link to it or what have you, they're coming after you. And the truth is, it has nothing to do with the Robin Williams video. It has everything to do with trying to censor you, trying to punish you because of your exercise of free speech and open dialogue about the threat of Islamist terrorism. And if we can't joke about these things, then how can we even just talk about them and understand them? And what Google is doing is operating as the PC police, the Sharia censorship police, and attempting to intimidate you into not criticizing Islam. And my advice is don't be intimidated. Exercise your right to speak openly about these issues. Continue posting the videos. Because the way that we're going to lose our freedoms, the way that we're going to lose the ability to speak openly about this is that if we're not brave enough to exercise our freedoms. And there are too many examples in the Western world where people have been intimidated into silence. Look at the Katy Perry video that she had to spend thousands of dollars re-editing because some Muslims were offended by her video. Look at Yale University Press, for example, that published a book called Cartoons That Shook the World about the now infamous Danish cartoons of Muhammad, and they published the book without the cartoons because they were too afraid. This is the West succumbing to Sharia law, and what's particularly egregious about the Google complaint is that they're claiming by posting a humorous stand-up video about Robin Williams talking about jihad and 72 virgins or 72 raisins, that you are violating their terms of use that prevent advocating violence. Only in an Orwellian world is criticizing violence akin to promoting violence. This isn't Saudi Arabia. This isn't Nazi Germany. You have every right to air videos that criticize theologically motivated violence. That's not violence. So continue doing what you're doing. I think the general public will come out in support of your website. And I challenge Google to I challenge Google to come out on the side of Islamist terrorists and try and intimidate you into silence. I don't think that would be a smart corporate position for Google to take.
Well, I'm definitely going to let you know with what happens, because they make their decision next week, so it's not that far away. And to just add one more thing, again, the hypocrisy of all this, I'm very involved with individuals and ourselves trying to call out YouTube, trying to call out Facebook or other social medias for all of the Arab incitement against Jews and infidels. Just last week, there was a Facebook page called Death to Israel. Everyone was complaining, and they were getting replies from Facebook. Sorry, that does not go against our terms of agreement. And all these things, that's in English, and obviously all of the videos and pages in Arabic that they don't look into, the terrorist organizations are using social media and YouTube to recruit and to call people to kill. And Facebooks and the Googles of the world, maybe they're doing something, but they're definitely not doing anything, and not as much as they're doing against that, which are calling to their deaths.
Concerned with stopping the advocation of violence. They're more concerned with intimidating people to placate those who advocate violence. That is how Western civilizations commit suicide.
Yeah, you just hit the nail on the head, really. Thank you so much. I hope I'm going to give you an update next week, let you know what happens, and if I do have to go public with this, thank you for coming on board and going public with me, and any assistance or people you can put me in touch with to make a difference in helping us get this exposure, because we can't let them silence us. We have to let them help us to help them and silence the true violence and the true terrorists in the world who are abusing their websites, their platforms, their social media websites. Brooke, exactly. Thanks once again for everything you do, and humanity thanks you.
Thank you for having me.